I've been on the air directing and acting in my own shows for quite a while now, and I don't suppose I've done more than half a dozen thrillers in all that time. Honestly, I don't think even that many, but it seems I do have a reputation for the uncanny, quite possibly. Doesn't really matter. What we do have is a thriller. It's half as good as we think it is. You can call it a shocker. A story doesn't have to appeal to the heart. It can also appeal to the spine. Sometimes you want your heart to be warmed, and sometimes you want your spine to tingle. Now, frankly, I don't know what this means.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's real.
It's just like there's little time left to play around.
Yeah, like if it's like not now or it's never like sorry, I just don't really know how to word it better than how you just said it.
It's all good. Was there something else? It kind of seemed like you're...
Oh no. Like I hear you, like listening, but do you ever just like cue up an answer when you're like listening to someone so that you don't have that like awkward silence and you don't want to sound dumb, but like this is one of those times where I honestly don't know what to say.
You're good, man.
Thanks. Kind of been noticing that I do that a lot more often lately. I feel like my vocabulary just kind of declined. Like I have just like 30 words in my word bank and I just kind of like cycle through that. Like for you for example, like the way that you describe your thoughts and your art, it's like complete sentences. For myself, I feel like I just like speak one run-on sentence.
Sounds like I have a problem with losing time and you have a problem with losing words.
See? Just like that. Like you summed up everything that I just said in one sentence.
Do you see it as a bad thing?
Sometimes.
Well, there's more than one way of communicating though. For instance, the work that we do.
Yeah. Do you feel like you best communicate through your work?
Sometimes.
Because now that you bring that up, I think that's been the way I've been talking for the past couple of years.
Like speaking another language?
Right. You know, for most of my life, actually, I've kind of noticed people who think and process at a higher level, usually associated with quietness, with silence. Usually the quieter people in group settings, those are like the hardest people for me to read. And I've always seen that silence as a strength. I feel like once you guys are like done processing all of your guys' thoughts, when it's time for you guys to respond, it's like a gold brick. I know that's not always the case, because 3 years ago, I was mad confident about everything that I was saying, but kind of felt like I just lost it in the past couple of years. And I'm just quieter now.
Did something specific happen?
No, nothing in particular. I think it's probably just a byproduct of realizing I don't really know that much, not in a self-deprecating way, just a plain observation. Of course, there's those situations where like you're talking to someone and they're on a verbal rampage and you're like, it's probably best if I don't say anything. Those situations I know I probably can't talk. But for the most part, I feel like I'm just too young to speak up nowadays.
So when, if ever, do you speak up?
That's the thing. I've been quiet for so long, I kind of forgot how.
You mentioned that you talk differently now?
Maybe through my work, through my photos, like you said. I feel like I'm speaking through those now. Maybe because my vocabulary went down, my visual communication went up. Definitely feel a lot more confident when I speak through my work. For example, if you asked me if I like ever showed up to something, what I thought about it.
Stan! Wow, man. What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Long time. What's going on? You got a bunch of people today? It's just me and my buddy. Cool. How you doing? Doing good. I got a cable coming up, dude. Give me a second. Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah. I'll be right with you guys. Yeah, let's wait over here. It's all good.
Yeah, but dude, we love this place.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean,
the neighborhood place.
Yeah.
That's all it is. You know, these are all my people, so that's all it is.
Has it been like relatively safe like on this corner?
There have been break-ins during the pandemic. Mr. Bread got broken into. There was another restaurant got broken into. I hit a point where I was wondering when my store would be hit.
Right.
And so I spent every day coming into work thinking, this is the day. This is it.
Jeez. This has been like a cornerstone. Like ever since like I started coming here when I was 15.
Yeah.
Which is like 12 years ago now.
We don't talk about years. 12 years ago is about when I took over.
Oh, is that right?
That's about when I took over from my parents.
Hey.
And you don't have too many neighborhood restaurants anymore.
That's true.
And so I'm just trying to keep this going, just to keep that piece of the city alive. You know, when we met, I remember we guys were sitting.
Yeah, way back there.
And I remember by the end of that conversation, I told you guys to bring in some photos that you wanted to put up on the wall.
Yeah, and we never got around to it. I love the feeling of this. It's like it's always home.
Yeah.
It's always home when I'm back. Yeah.
That's what I want. That's all I ever wanted.
100%.
Maybe my words like fall short and I don't really like have a proper response, but hopefully my confidence is that my body of work kind of shows you what I'm thinking about, you know? How I feel, how I think. Maybe it still doesn't even show a proper response at the end, but it's an honest one. I feel like art that doesn't really have a moral or a closing statement is very honest. And my honest take right now is, I don't know.
Damn.
Look who's struggling with words now.
I mean, you scripted this, so.
Damn right I did.
All right, good.